Hello, Landria Anka, the founder of DigitalExplorers.net and LandriaAnka.com. I'm helping people change their lives. I'm going to talk about something today that maybe you're doing. Now, if you're middle-aged or a little bit older like myself, you may have a whole concept of your life and what your future looks like. Maybe you have grandkids and now it's no more work and now I'm going to focus on me and my spouse or travel or the grandkids. And that's pretty much how most people think, especially here in the United States. And I just got back from a cruise and I want to share with you, I've never seen so many old, fairly young people in my life. When I say young, I mean, over 50, acting really old. I think I was one of the few people on the entire ship that wasn't limping, didn't have some kind of a artificial limb or replacement. And I realized that this is a big mentality and that we are conditioned to believe that our life ends at a certain age. And so we stop acting like young people, because it's not appropriate, or we are in the next phase of our life, we're supposed to look forward to that. But what is it you're looking forward to? Now, my friend, there was a group of us, great people, I adore them. She asked me, how many hours a week do you work? I won't tell you, but it's pretty extensive. And she said, wow. And I said, well, I want you to think of it this way. If you were a golfer and you absolutely, all you wanted to do was golf day and night, and somebody told you to stop golfing, you'd be very unhappy. She says, yeah. And I said, that's how I feel about what I do for a living. I'm a creator. And when you tell me to stop creating, my life stops expanding. My happiness, my passion, my inspiration is gone. That is what inspires me to continue going on with who I am as a human being in a world that's very crazy, right? What is your purpose? What are you doing? And are you acting like an old person when you're really not? Is it this, I'm retired now, and when somebody tells you they're still working, you're going, oh, I'm so sorry? Because you can't imagine them doing something they love? I'm changing all of that. Everyone should be living a life that they love every single day. When I created Digital Explorers, I wanted people to start living lives that they love every single day, and that can include earning money. In fact, those two are even better, because instead of just doing a hobby, whatever you do that you love, you have income to relieve any stress and pressure of all those things that we did for years to create money so that we could retire. And God forbid anything happens to it. What we're creating is way better than any stock. We invest in ourselves, our skills, our knowledge and education, doing things we absolutely are passionate about. How do you find that? How do you find that space in life you've never been taught to do? Well, the training starts with that. The training starts with, what is it you really love? I'm a creator. And when I came back to my condo, I realized I truly am a creator, because I brought my camera with me. I couldn't stop shooting videos. I realized this is my lifeblood, talking to you, helping you to shift your mindset into something absolutely amazing that exists now for you, but maybe you haven't found it yet. I want to help you find that pathway to the life you want to live. And that is my lifeblood. That's what inspires me. I truly am a creator. Are you a creator? Maybe it's something completely different. Maybe you just want to help people with coaching or inspire people or make things. We have students all over the world doing these things. And they're stumped because they're actually having to start with not how to build a business, but what I really love. We're not even looking at the money. I teach you how to create multiple income streams around it. But we are not old people unless we allow that to happen. And society that has no use for us anymore encourages that. Everything out there encourages that. To keep us sick, because now we're fueling the system, and I'm not going to go into politics. I'm actually the only person I know, other than one person, that doesn't take any medications of any kind. When I was on the cruise, somebody said to me, wow, I can tell you don't take any medications. And I said, why do you say that? And he says, you've been drinking grapefruit juice the whole time you're here. And I thought, wow, are all these people on drugs? Why is that? There's an unhappiness that sets in after years and years of work, usually in jobs they don't love, or even if they love it. The stress that comes with that, or feeling trapped in something that you don't really know how to get out of, and that was my case. I was an investment banker for 20 years, and I thought, how do I get out of this? I never really chose it in the first place. Actually, it was actually the opposite of really what and who I am. Did you fall into that trap? And it is a trap because you think you can get out of it one day and go do that thing that you love. You know, travel around the world, help people, and it never happened. And then 20 years later, you realize you just have to finish this up and then you'll go do what you love, but that never happens because how do you start with that? I created that for you. I created that space where you can go and find that life. It starts here. It's not just another way for you to make money on the side and do some cute little thing. You can be a completely different person. My students are finding themselves and they're being challenged because now they're having to be those entrepreneurs that create something amazing that they never thought was possible. And there's a lot of doubt that goes on with us out there when we say, what is my purpose? Why am I here? Where do I go from here? I'm too old. You're never too old. I will never stop working because work for me is joy. But we have not learned how to live like that. Do you want to earn in joy? Do you want to find that purpose? Do you want to be the entrepreneur that creates, that does maybe 10 different things at once? My students are saying, well, I have too many things going. I said, that's impossible. I encourage that. But we organize it in a way where it makes sense so that you're earning money doing these things. I write. I shoot videos. I'm an influencer online. I create courses for students. I coach. I actually am a dream team coach for a multi-million-dollar company that trains people online. They have 3,500 students. And I have my own businesses and I coach them. Why am I doing all this? I love it. And if you're an entrepreneur, I call it ADD, a dynamic disposition. You find that you can't focus either, and that's what a mentor does. We focus you, we find out what is it that you really love doing. Let's pull it in and organize it in a real business strategy. Let's create value in it, multiple income streams, and start to build and build and build while you're doing something you just can't stop doing, like me. Yeah, I was shooting videos on the cruise. I was going into stores in Cartagena and Bonaire, showing how sustainability exists in these small little villages and what they're doing about it. I wanted to educate my audience. If you want to do these amazing things, you can change the world, especially if you're older. You have all this knowledge and experience, and then all of a sudden you find out you're limping a little bit more, or your blood pressure's going up, and yeah, well, I'm too old to. You're not. So I created this for every single person who feels like that life out there doesn't make sense for them, who wants to find that value but knows that they still have to pay their bills, or they want to relieve the stress of whatever it is sitting over here that says maybe their portfolio is going to go away. Don't wait till it does. But here's the best part. We don't do it for that. We do it for the life purpose. Get healthy. My students are getting healthy. It's a process, but I'll take you there. If you would like to join us and check it out, digitalexplorers.net, I have a free webinar. I have many, many videos that you'll receive from me. I give you all kinds of tips on why online businesses are failing. They're not operating like this. It's more of the chase money, buy the right stock, invest, do this or that. That's not your passion or purpose, and you're not old. Are you ready? Are you ready to change your life and look at it differently? It's whatever you create, my friend, and I'll be there to help you. So if you want to click, if you're not already in my email list, You can join that Digital Explorers list, get my webinars, and if you think you want to explore this, I don't take every student. It's a program that I personally teach you and coach every week and your schedule. Plus it has online courses that you take at your convenience. Everybody's at a different space, and you get to see me personally live because this is my passion. I don't hand that over to somebody else. You ready? We're doing it. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next video.